So, VK on the beat, check. I'm in Toronto where you wanna get the city love. I'm from Toronto where you wanna get the city love. I'm in Toronto like we wanna get the city love. My city love me back for my city love.
Welcome to episode 1262 of Toronto Mic'd, proudly brought to you by Great Lakes Brewery, a fiercely independent craft brewery who believes in supporting communities, good times, and brewing amazing beer. Order online for free local home delivery in the GTA. Palma Pasta. Enjoy the taste of fresh, homemade Italian pasta and entrees from Palma Pasta in Mississauga and Oakville. Season 4 of Yes, We Are Open, the award-winning podcast from Moneris, hosted by FOTM Al Grego. RecycleMyElectronics.ca. Committing to our planet's future means properly recycling our electronics of the past. And Ridley Funeral Home, pillars of the community since 1921. Today, returning to Toronto Mic'd to kick out the jams is Donovan Bailey. Welcome back, Donovan.
Thanks for having me, man. This is good stuff. I mean, I think that a lot of people don't really recognize the role that music plays in my life or has played in my life, and I guess we get to share a little bit of what's in my playlist.
Now, when I asked you for 10 songs, because we're going to play 10 today, I got like
30.
Yeah. So, and then I think I replied to you and I said, which 10 am I playing? Because we don't have time for 30. So I grabbed you told me I could grab 18 through 28. So we got 10 here. But right. Does this mean you'll be coming back to kick out more jams?
Well, if we got 28, so I'll add 2 more. So if you have 30, then it means that I have 2 more shows, right? It means that I have to. And I also want to show like the extent of my like music taste. So it's I'm sure I'm gonna be back. I'm sure, Mike, that I'm gonna be back. I'm sure you can get me back in here. But yeah, I mean, we got 10 today that we share with the audience, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure every one of them has some meaning, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just makes me feel good. Who the hell knows?
Okay, so not one of your jams. We're going to get to your 10 jams in a moment here, but I do want to spend just a few seconds off the top because I learned from listening to Running Things of Donovan Bailey, the amazing podcast you co-host. Well, you host, and it's co-hosted by Jason Portwando, also a good FOTM. But I heard you got to meet Tina Turner. Would you mind sharing with us about the times you met the Queen of Soul herself?
Listen, I'm very fortunate in my circle to travel and competing in London. She was performing in London. She also lived in Switzerland, and she was also, and I'd seen her visiting a friend of hers in Villefranche in Monaco, beside Monaco. So it's my tiny circle as one of the fastest men in the world. At one point, this has allowed me to open the door and meet some incredible people, with Michael Jackson, Prince, some of the greatest that ever did it. So Tina was one of the ladies that I met, and one of the people that I met when she was performing.
I'm naturally curious because this song is the best, and that line we just heard, simply the best. So do you hear this often when people, let's say you're at a speaking engagement, I don't know, you're speaking to a banker, you're at some engagement, do they play this song for you because you were the fastest man in the world? Yes,
that's a short answer. I mean, yeah. I mean, I probably owe Tina's estate some royalties. This is a song it's definitely a song I've been hearing quite a bit, or I've heard quite a bit over my life, over my career. And so, yeah, the short answer to your question is yes, I hear this quite a bit.
And again, you were on Toronto Mic'd before, so if people want to hear the A to Z of Donovan Bailey's life and times, you got to go to episode 1002. And what I wrote at the time is, Mike is joined by Donovan Bailey and Jason Portwando from the Donovan Bailey Running Things podcast, which is actually now called Running Things with Donovan Bailey. You're that big. No, this is the Donovan Bailey. Yeah. They discuss Donovan's sprint career with a keen focus on the 100 meters gold medal and the world record at the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, his 4x100 meter gold, his 150 meter race against Michael Johnson at Skydome, and the fact, this is interesting, I'm kind of curious to hear your take on this. I was personally shocked and dismayed that you had not yet been inducted into the Order of Canada, and we talked about it. And since then, what's the news on that front, Donovan Bailey?
Well, yeah, I got inducted, or I got invested in the Officer of the Order of Canada. I still have to. I think I have to go to Ottawa to go and to attend the ceremony. But yeah, it's always good to have great fans, great support, and get things out there for to correct some of the wrongs that has happened.
Do I get any credit for this? Like,
yes, sure, why not?
Maybe the Queen heard that episode or something and made a phone call before she passed away.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Okay, you said the O word, Ottawa, so I'm going to get to your first jam. I want to get to the music and talk music with you, and then at some point you're going to get a big question about a Ottawa-based NHL franchise, so brace yourself. But let's get to your song number one. Donovan Bailey, are you ready to kick out the jams?
I is. Go ahead.
Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, many men wish death on me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. These pussy niggas put money on my head. Gone, get your refund, motherfucker.
No radio edit on Toronto Mike, Donovan, okay?
I love it, man. I actually thought we were going to get the radio version, but I like it. This is how I listen to it, and this is how I like it.
So tell me, what do you love about this jam? What does it mean to you? The mic is yours.
Well, listen, if you're looking at 50 Cents, I mean, number one, I think if people just listen to rap music and then try to equate the man to the rapper, then you're really not going to get the essence of what this is. This is one of the most intelligent business person that's out there, and also clearly a man that's producing fantastic music. But this is, to me, is an absolute motivating tool, because there is. The world is filled with haters, and the world is filled with negativity, and I think, unfortunately, you need to get up, and faith is very important. So you definitely got to pray, but you know that there's people out there that's wishing ill will towards you, and so you got to get up, and do your thing every single day, man. There's many men that want to wish death upon somebody, but you can't really care about them guys. Get up and do what you got to do, and kick the doors off, and get your stuff done every day.
So this is kind of like a hype song for you, right?
Well, I mean,
this gets the heart rate going, gets you ready to conquer the world.
Yeah, but this is right after having a coffee in the morning. Yeah, absolutely. This is you get a little caffeine boost, and it's like, all right, I got this is going into this, either going to a workout for me, or going to a board meeting when we're doing a massive M&A. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I get it. In
fact,
it's
awesome.
You gave credit to 50 Cent for being a great businessman.
Right.
I got to bring up that O word, Ottawa. Give me the scoop. I need to know exactly what's going on. I saw you all over the news a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, that's my buddy Donovan Bailey. And what's your involvement in this bid to buy the Ottawa Senators?
Well, speaking of business people, I mean, one of the things that I always try to do is change the narrative from being, an athlete. An athlete that's out there entertaining fans, and we get to make money and travel the world and do a kids sport. So the narrative for me is always changing it to from a business perspective. I just touched on 50 Cent being a business person, and so I always look at Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Alex Rodriguez. Tiger Woods, this Floyd Mayweather. I always look at athletes who've used their brand in business to become businessmen. Jay-Z, an opportunity came to me. Mark Sparks, Nico Sparks, his people reached out to my people from Los Angeles and offered me an opportunity to be part of the consortium with Calvin Broadus Jr. And it's funny. I say this because people are like, who's that? I'm like, dude, Snoop Dogg. They're like, Snoop Dogg? That's Snoop Dogg's real name? I'm like, yeah. I said because obviously if we're sitting in a meeting, we're addressing each other as our real names. So that is fantastic. I mean, so I got offered an opportunity. Yeah, offered an opportunity, bro. And and this is what original Snoop. So the opportunity in Ottawa, we've put together a phenomenal bid. We hope we get it. I think it'll be great for the sport. It'll be great for the community. It'll be great for development. It'll be great for culture. It'll just be great. It'll be great for the NHL. It'll be great for everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the results are, depending on the estate of the seller and the NHL. So again, we've put together a phenomenal consortium, and I am very happy to be a part of it.
I'm excited because it's about time we had an FOTM owning an NHL franchise. It's about time. Listen, this is great news. Is Russell Peters involved in this bid?
Yes.
His brother Clayton was just here last week. Clayton Peters.
Clayton is actually good people, and I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he was here, buddy. We just missed him. Okay.
I haven't seen him in a while, so I mean, I shout out to Russell. I mean, I need to connect with him, and hopefully we can grab a beer together sometime this summer.
Yeah, you might have to go to LA for that because
Vegas, wherever, right?
Right. All right, let's get to your second jam.
What?
Listen up, everybody, the bottom line. I'm a black intellect, but I'm refined. We precision like a bullet, target bound. Just living like a hooker, the harlot sounds. Now, when I say the harlot, you know I need the hot heat of the equator. The broth that's in the pot. Jalik, you wind up your hip.
What?
Drafting of the poets, I'm the number 7 pick. Licks, boy, on your backside. Licks, boy, on your backside. Listen to the fader shot, heat lets it glide. Tip the earthly body, heaven's on my side. Even in Santa Domingo, and I got a gringo. We got mics, when do we go? Know a little nigga who can rhyme when your ass be short, dark, and plus his voice is raspy.
1 for the trouble, 2 for the bass. You know the style tip, it's time to flip this. I like my beats hard like 2-day-old shit. Steady eating booty MCs like cheesecakes. My man, I'll be sure he's in effect mode. Used to have a crush on doing for men vote. It's not like Honey Dip will wanna get with me, but just in case I own my condoms, then TLC. Now the formula is this, me, Tip, and Ali.
Do I have to fade it down? No, I don't have to. I mean, it's great, buddy. A Tribe Called Quest. Talk to me. Oh my God.
Listen, Tribe is, for anyone who is, 1, an old hip-hop head, or 2, if you think you know hip-hop and you're not a Tribe fan, don't talk to me. Just don't. No, for real. I mean, no, it's Wu-Tang, Tribe. I mean, I'm just saying to you that there's a few groups that are hip-hop gods that should be in every single collection. Tribe's one of them.
And you know whose voice you hear right here? This is Busta Rhymes, too, right here.
Well, Busta's, man.
Honorary member.
No, Busta Rhymes is, for real. I mean, when I talk about, like, in the 90s when I was competing, Busta Rhymes was in my headphones quite a bit, man, because Busta, fellow Jamaican, Busta brought it. Busta brought the energy every single time, that especially when I was competing against some of those wily fast Americans.
What was in your headphones prior to the gold medal race in Atlanta that you won?
I don't remember specifically, but I think I want
to know.
I want to believe that it was probably a mixtape. It was a mixtape from either Stone Love or Kilimanjaro. Because I'm a big dance hall guy too. But I like the idea of actually having a live concert in my head. And a big reggae fan. Big reggae fan. So I believe that it was Stone Love or Kilimanjaro.
Were your ears burning yesterday around this time? I had Stephen Brunt here. Brunt was at the race in Atlanta, and
Nice.
we talked quite a bit. And he was asking about your jams, actually. I told him you were kicking out the jams, so he'll be tuning in right now. But I just got to spend 10 seconds and a little more just to play this. I know we did this your first visit, but I got to play this call again because I've said this to your face many times. I've been lucky enough to spend, at least an hour a week with you for, a couple years now. And this meant everything in 96. We had that, the horrors of 88 was still kind of afflicting this nation. Like, it really felt like we needed a remedy, like we all needed to be cured. And you did it with this.
This time they do get away. Now it's Donovan Bailey trying to pick up runners. Donovan Bailey is putting on the surge. Adam Bolden in the lead. Here comes Bailey. He's got it. 9.84, a world record for Donovan Bailey and a gold medal. Donovan Bailey through the heats and into the semifinal indicated that he was ready. He had the power down the stretch to overtake other runners. He did not get his great start, but it was improved over what we saw from him earlier. And over the final 50 meters, it was Adam Bolden and Frankie Fredericks that he caught at the finish line. And clearly, unlike the women's final, Donovan Bailey of Canada is the Olympic champion. And at that time on the scoreboard clock of 9.84 holds, it is a world record as well as a gold medal.
I got chills again, man.
Jesus, that's good, Mike.
This whole country celebrated that. That was so big for everybody. I mean, that's why you get to hear Tina Turner's the best whenever you walk into a room, my friend. But Don Whitman no longer with us. I just want to shout out
Love
Don.
Don.
Great
Love
call,
Don.
right?
Don lives forever. Don's one of the greatest men ever, and also one of the greatest race callers ever. And I get to. I mean, such an incredible guy, and we miss him so much. And man, he gets to be alive every single time. And like, it's funny, hearing my race. I'm living the race, but I'm actually just smiling at the fact that I can hear his voice, and it's so fresh and so alive and so awesome.
Well, off the top, I played the introduction to the Anchor Leg, which is a segment on your podcast,
Right.
Donovan Bailey running things, and there's some Whitman there. That was actually taken from the 4x100 meter gold.
Right.
Donovan Bailey pulling away, I think is the expression he used. And listening to that, I mean, 9.84. Quick question about 9.84 before we get to jam number 2. Still the Canadian record. Like,
right.
Bruni Surin matched it, I believe. But are you surprised that no Canadian, because Andre DeGrasse is a world-class 100-meter sprinter, are you surprised no Canadian has beat the 9.84 yet? You know what?
The time, one of the things, I always play things forward. So the time really has never really mattered to me. I think that Bruni was second at the World Championships in 1999. I felt he should have ran a lot faster, but he didn't. That's the end of the day. Andre now, and you got Andre, Aaron, Brandon. I mean, you got some really great young athletes right now that have even the ability with new technology, new track that they certainly can, they can break the record. I mean,
has the track changed?
Absolutely, but it's absolutely the technology, the track, the surface, the shoe, the spike plate, everything's changed for these kids to run faster. The issue for me is, I think breaking the record is great, but I'd rather see what I'd like to see is a Canadian who is a top sprinter in the world. That has not happened since I retired. And frankly, there's only been, a couple. Percy Williams won the Olympics in 1928.
Right.
I won in 1990. Well, Ben won in 1988, but we know that lasted 3 days. So I won it in 1996. And for me, I'm hoping that we have one Canadian that can get to the top of the podium in the 100 meters. So the top. So you're the top sprinter on the planet. And I'm hoping that Andre or Aaron or one of these kids can do that. That's probably more important to me than breaking the Canadian record. But you know what? The Canadian record is there for them to go snatch it, man. So go get it.
People are dead. People are dead. Dead. That's what I've said, the blind must be led, the hungry must be fed. Hey yo, I'm looking through all this fear.
Shots!
Hey yo, nobody cares. Take a look in my house. Would you live in there? Huh? Hey,
What?
yo. Look at my shoes, can you see my toes? But that's how the struggle goes. Nobody knows. Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain?
Am I your enemy?
Give us a better way. Things are really bad. The only thing I know is it's gonna end. Listen to my voice. This is not a threat. Now you say the 9. Are you worried yet? You be talking about you want the world to cease, but when you show us hope, we will show you peace. Look into my mind. Can you see the wealth? Can you tell that I wanna help myself? But if it happened that I stick you for your ring, don't be mad at me. It's a survival thing. Look into my heart. I can feel your fear. Take another look. Can you hold my stare? Why are you afraid?
Music!
Of my younger face.
Yeah!
Or is it this thing bulging in my ways? Look into my eyes. Tell me what you see.
Look into my
Can you
eyes.
feel my pain?
Bounty Killer.
Give us a
Oh
better
man,
way.
Killer is great, man. Killer is great. Killer is one of the guys that another artist that I can stick on my headphones, and there's nothing on this planet that I cannot do. I've proven that on the track. Trying to do that in business, whatever, man. And so Killer is just Bounty Killer is just killer, man. And another one of those songs that any morning, any evening, it can motivate me to do things that people think are impossible. Here's the thing for me, Mike. For my entire life, there's always people have always thought that I was crazy with some of the dreams that I've had. And so I think that doing this show is so important just because sometimes there's narrative out there and you know that maybe sometimes I appear to be a sterile guy, and maybe, I don't know if you think that I'm gonna have Pavarotti on my but I do. That's what's really crazy though. I do, like, I have that. I have jazz that, you know what? But Killer is one of the artists, like just like Busta Rhymes, where I'll be like, yo man, I got some stuff I gotta do and I gotta get through this. And so whether or not it's in my car or on my headphones, these are the people that's gonna get me through it.
Do you remember your first favorite musician, like that first favorite artist or band that you loved as a kid?
Oh man, I mean, I was a big James Brown fan from I was very young. Growing up in Jamaica, John Holt, Papa Michigan, General Smiley. I'm a country boy, so Bob Marley. I mean, I'm saying to you that there's lots, because music's defined my day. I mean, I grew up on a farm in Manchester, Jamaica. So, it was school, church, and sports. So it was whatever was playing on the radio, man, and whatever we might get to listen to on the radio when we're at school or when I'm out with my little buddies back then. So music played a huge role.
And we will show you peace.
What? I forgot all that stuff, man. Come on, play.
We gotta do a remix, right?
Niggas is mad, I get more butt than ashtrays. Fuck a fair one, I get mine the fast way. Ski mask way, nigga ransom notes. Far from handsome, but damn a nigga tote much. More guns than roses, foes is shaking in their boots. A visible bully, like the gooch disappear, vamoose, you whack to me. Take them rhymes back to the factory. I see the gimmicks, the whack lyrics, the shit is depressing, pathetic. Please forget it. You're mad cause my style you're admiring. Don't be mad, UPS is hiring. You should have been the cop, fuck hip-hop. With that freestyle, you're bound to get shot. Not from Houston, but I rap a lot. Pack the gat a lot, the flame's about to drop.
Here comes a brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm just kicking new
Flavor in your air, like brand new flavor in your air.
Here comes a brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. Word up, no rap,
the crap, you bore me. One to grab my dick.
You're okay. I picked the remix. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, man, it's good, man. Hey, Greg Mack.
I always go to the remix. For some reason, I know Craig Mack, he had the jam and whatever, and then
Right.
Puff Daddy remix. But the remix is where you get the Biggie. That's where you get everything.
Right.
So
Right, dude, man, it's fine. It's fine with that. I'm good with that. East Coast, growing up with what separated my friends, when I moved to Canada, what separated my friends was music and sports. Like, we didn't even deal with racism and a lot of the crap that's going on in the world today, because everyone thought we had a gang when we were like 14, 15 years old, and it was just and it was a gang, like no one knew who our friends were. So it was myself, Rick, Patrick coming in from Oakville, but we got a couple of Indian guys, couple of white guys, couple of Italian guys, so no one knew who we were. And this was what separated us, was music, hip hop, then we were breakdancing and stuff, and sports. So it was great, man. Fantastic, man. This is good. Good stuff. Good stuff, Mike.
well, you did pick the songs, Donovan.
Well, these are my songs, exactly.
These are your jams, and I really, now that I think about it, this isn't a 2-episode series. This is like an arc, okay? So this is episode 1 of at least 3 here as we cover all the ground. Because I also want to hear the songs like through your life. Like you mentioned growing up on a farm in Jamaica. Like there's that
Some of the old
music.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
And then
yeah. Oh, man.
And I know we've talked about you being a club kid, right? Like
I was a club kid. Big house kid. Yeah.
Like I don't think people know that about Donovan Bailey. I don't think people know that about that.
La Rotonda, Limelight, the Copa. This is stuff that I did back in the day. But I could leave from a straight up house club, and I could go straight to a dance hall party, man. Straight to a basement party, straight to a sound system somewhere. So it was great. It was great growing up.
Great jams too, man. I'm enjoying this very thoroughly. Although I will say there's an outlier coming up next that I'm dying to know the story for. Okay, because so far there's like you're a hip hop head,
right?
These are adrenaline enriched hip hop anthems that we're hearing here. The next jam a little different. So let me ask you about something that happened since your last visit. You were like a celebrity coach on a CBC. I want to call it a game show, but
reality show.
Reality
it's
show.
A reality
okay.
show.
How was that experience? I know you left me last summer so you could go film this thing across the country, but tell us a little bit about the show, The Ultimate Challenge.
The Ultimate Challenge was amazing. I mean, it was the inaugural season, so we're hoping that gets renewed and I get on there this fall. But it was for those fans out there who are fans of The Amazing Race, please look up The Ultimate Challenge online, which is
CBC Gem.
Yeah, exactly. 6 Canadian celebrities are coaching 4 Canadians through challenges that were created for us. There's definitely some glitches that happened last year. I think that the show definitely has hopefully perfected it. I'm looking forward to season number 2. Hopefully it's renewed, and I get a call to participate. But it's amazing. Check it out. For all of you out there, Canada's Ultimate Challenge.
All right, we're going to roll into the outlier here. Let's
Outlier.
The outlier. Here we go.
Outlier. I had no idea what's coming. What did I give you? What did I give you?
You'll find out when it's in your headphones. Your gold-plated headphones, by the way. Is that real gold?
Oh, yes. Riders of the Storm. Yeah, dude.
From Craig Mack, flavor in your ear, to the Doors.
Man. This, you know what this is, though? This is my Oakville influence.
Okay.
This is when I got to Canada, people, and I'd go to like my buddy's basement. And we're there, we're playing pool. This is, again, it's kind of like the environment. I grew up in middle class in Oakville. And this song to this day is one of my favorite songs ever. The Doors is fantastic. See, how did I get it? Right away. I mean, it's excellent, man. I love it.
We'll hear a little of Jim Morrison, and then we'll come back to the Doors.
To this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, and packed we're out alone, riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a
And Jim Morrison had a bit of that swagger, like when you're. I just said this, so before full disclosure, we just finished an episode of Donovan Bailey Running Things, and Donovan arrives just in time. But Jason gets here early, and he sits here, and we kind of play songs, and we chat, and we get our clips ready and everything. And we were talking about, your jams and stuff, and. Yeah, I think I have a shared experience as you, man. Like in somebody's basement growing up as a teenager, they'd throw in like a greatest hits of something,
right?
Whatever, right? Like I'm sure you were familiar with the Doors' greatest hits.
No, listen, but it's not even that. I mean, yeah, okay. So the short answer is yes, but I'm saying to you that this is where the Doors, Led Zeppelin. I mean, like
Yeah.
got introduced to Black Sabbath back then. I mean,
Maybe Rolling Stones.
oh God, Rolling
Hot
Stones, Genesis. That's normal. That was the normal stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So I'm just saying that you got introduced to this, and also the fact that you're when we talk about my eclectic music collection. And it kind of spans my friendships that I've had, lifelong friends that I've had around the world, and the differences in how you meet, hang out with each other, learn so much about them. And this is where for me, the cultural intermingling that I've had around the globe, where I do have lifelong friends, a lot of it falls on the root of music. So yeah, this is so yeah. When you're saying, "Oh, Donovan," I mean, because I sent this to you, and he goes, "Oh man," so this is easy. This is easy listening to for me, and I think that Mike, you need to understand something.
Yeah.
Every single song that I sent you, there's one theme. So the theme is always like, optimism, get up, go do what you got to do, that sort of thing. So I believe that every one of them is sort of like that. There's a killer on the run.
Killer on the run, and you could run him down.
Right.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Now, we talked about the new technology in sprinting today, and I didn't even know the track had changed. Like, I knew about the shoes and everything, because the shoes are technology in the shoes alone. And I know I've asked you this privately, but now you're being recorded. This is a big moment here. You ran 9:84 in Atlanta, which was the fastest time ever recorded by any human being for 100 meters. 9:84.
Right.
You won the gold medal.
Yes.
Usain Bolt has since set a new standard.
Absolutely.
He probably had better shoes than you had. But today, 2023, if you could go back and rerun that 96 race with today's technology, today's track, today's shoes, how fast would Donovan Bailey run the 100 meters?
So I don't want to answer that question for me personally. So what I'm going to do is tell you what my coach Dan Paff says. Okay. So Dan believes that the technology and the track, a lot of the times that you're seeing right now, it equals to about 9.9 back in our day, because realistically we were just running with shoes with some nails on the bottom. That's what we were competing in, and the track was basically concrete with sprayed rubber on it. So there's no give. And so Dan last year we were having a conversation when he was watching the Olympics, and he just said, "Hey man, listen, do you know that if you were competing, you'd probably be running 9.5, 9.6 regularly." So that's Dan.
Wait,
not
slow
me.
down. Okay, remind me, what's Bolt's record right now?
9:58's Bolt's record.
And Dan, your coach,
Yeah.
was that like you could run that or even faster.
Yes, he said that would be a regular thing just because of the power, the torque that you had, and the power that you had. If combined with the technology now, but again, that's not my words. That's Dan Paff's words.
Good, because you don't want to sound like you don't know what you would run, right? We can unfortunately
I absolutely do not. I mean, if I ran today,
could
it'll be
simulate
3 minutes to cover the 100 meters.
with AI and everything. Maybe they can actually simulate this. Maybe somebody has some kind of an AI input or something.
I don't know about all that now.
Oh man. Okay. We're halfway through the jams. I'm loving this. I just want you to know, Donovan, I have in my freezer a delicious lasagna from Palma Pasta. Last time you were on, you got a lasagna, right?
Yeah, you gave me one. Yes.
Did you eat it?
Yes, it was devoured, man. I think we had the boys had we were watching the fight, I think, and we got it. It was polished off quickly. Yeah,
It's gone now. Okay, you got another one coming your way, buddy. So you get another Palma Pasta lasagna, and you got some fresh beer from Great Lakes Brewery.
Okay,
delicious craft beer,
All right,
and
thanks.
more gifts to come. But let's get to your next jam.
music.
There you go. Press the wrong button. We're going again. I was fading down the doors.
Shit, I break it. Step into my zone, mad rhymes will stifle ya. Lines like rifles go blast when I kick some ass. A lot of rappers be like one-time wonders. Couldn't say a fly rhyme if there was one right under their noses. I hate those motherfucking poses, but I'm so real to them it's scary. And with my unique skills, nah, you can't compare me. And no, we don't make whack tracks. And all the suckers get pushed back when I'm kicking real facts. I represent, set up shit like a tent, boy. You're paranoid cause you're a son like Elroy. And you'd be happy as hell to get a record deal. Maybe your soul you'd sell to have mass appeal.
Gangstar. Mass appeal. Talk to me, Donovan.
What's there to talk about, dude? I mean, this is probably one of the baddest jams ever, man. This is Mike. I mean, I see you're getting some rhythm up in here. No, dude, Guru. This is real music for me. This is real music in my car. This is real music in my headphones. But more importantly, I mean, if I went to a jam and this come on, I'd be like, all right. I mean, I don't even understand if I went to a fundraiser this weekend that just passed. My old friend Jonathan Shaw was playing. And I'm telling you, dude, when this comes on, man, if you're not bouncing, then you shouldn't be there, man. You just shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I totally know what you mean. I listened to this in the 90s particularly, but still, like, if I want to go throw something on just to hear some great music, I'll often put on some Gangstar, or I'll stick on what I really like is some Public Enemy. Like, I live on It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, and then even Fear of a Black Planet. Like, I could just play them over and over again. But I love my hip hop, man, and I love hearing you talk about it. It's
it's nice.
Awesome.
It's you know what and it's also a time. I mean, it's also a time when it was. I mean, there was obviously the story of people growing up in their neighborhoods, and aspiring to get the hell out of their neighborhoods. But there was also a phenomenal amount of positive lessons. And positive things being said, and motivational things for people to get out of whatever situations they were in, and aspire to bigger, greater things. And we're seeing this generation now. We started this deal with 50 Cent, but think about where Jay-Z's at in his life. You know what I mean? Where people, where all of these hip hop, when you talk about Method Man, and you talk about all of these guys who started out just rhyming, and then all of a sudden now it's like they turn their lives into business, into global brands. So that's kind of how I grew up, and that's kind of how it is for me.
And soon you'll be a part owner of the Ottawa Senators.
Yes, I hope so.
Way to make that happen. I love that. Keep your
fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed.
So I have a question. This is what earlier I started this story, and then I forgot why I brought up Jason Portuondo. But we talk about, if Donovan Bailey ends up as a part owner of the Ottawa Senators, like, will there be like tickets for us to see it? Like, the Senators come to Toronto. Can we go to the Scotiabank Arena and sit in like a box, an owner box or something for Jason and I? Well, what say you while I record you live?
Well, how the hell am I gonna sit in the owner box in Toronto when the Senators come to town? If we go to
a box for like visiting owners.
I can do that now. I can do that.
I know, but I can't do it now. So
fine.
We're just looking out for me here.
I can take you and Jason along. I can definitely take you and Jason for a hockey game in Toronto.
Okay.
And we will get a box and we'll sit in it and we'll have drinks and watch the game.
Okay.
However, we can do, if this comes to fruition, we will certainly be in Ottawa, and I'll bring the crew with me and we'll sit in the owner's box.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I recorded that. That's
Perfect.
Binding now. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Let's get to another jam.
Music! What?
I actually had trouble finding a really good recording of this song.
A Big Black Lincoln?
Yeah.
Nah, man, this is music, man. By the way, a big bass line for me, bro. That's what it's all about. You need the bass.
I'm used to cherry wine and fancy girls. I'm used to giving you this fancy world. Yeah. I'm used to getting on my cheese. Makes sense when
I'm glad you're kicking this out because this is closer to home here, right? We got some Toronto hip hop here, but
Yeah.
talk to me about Big Black Lincoln.
Listen to it, dude. I mean, again, when I talk about going to, like, I'm just talking about something that puts me in that place.
Yeah.
Puts me in that place where everything's possible. You know, I'm originally a big East Coast guy, so I'm like a big bass boom bop guy. And for the hip hop heads, they know what that is. And this is newish. This is one of the newish.
Only 20 years old.
Yes. But I mean, this is excellent, man. This is real
Led by,
music for me.
Socrates, by the way, for those.
Well,
who,
of course.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that, and these are the guys. These are the guys that grew up with me, and these are the guys that, I mean, while I was killing things around the world in sports, with Sox, with Maestro, with all of these guys, man. I mean, Shaw Claire. This is the crew, man. This is how it is.
Love it so much. Hey, you writing a book?
I is writing a book. Yes. No,
you need help with that grammar?
We will. Everything will be grammatically correct. I do have a book coming out in November of this year. Penguin Random House. We will be doing a book tour. We'll be doing all kinds of book marketing. Yes, for Mike, all your fans out there, it's got to be a bestseller. So come on and order and do whatever you got to do. But stay tuned. Listen to the news and my social platforms. We will make announcements or check with Penguin Random House. But we'll Mike, I'll definitely keep you.
Keep me in the loop.
Keep you in the loop, and I'll let you know what the specific dates.
Okay, so in this book, will you have a reference to Donovan Bailey running things? Your podcast?
Yeah,
Does that make
of
the
course.
book? All right. What about
it's what I'm doing now, for sure.
What will you reference the fact that not only will you at some point get your pin, like for the Order of Canada, but you are also an FOTM. That means Friend of Toronto Mike. Is there a chapter about that?
We'll get one in there, Mike. I don't know if they're gonna keep it in, but I'm not in charge of that.
Okay, in all seriousness, when you do go to Ottawa and get the not just get the sends, but when you get the pin, like they're gonna have that ceremony for Order of Canada, will you wear that pin like for appearances and stuff? Like, will that be will you be wearing your Order of Canada pin? I'm wondering.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think the Order of Canada, obviously, a distinction given to people, Canadians that have done incredible things in their life, and I'm thankful and humble to have received it. I think that I think that I will certainly wear that in on occasions where I feel it deemed necessary, because this is obviously something that needs and deserves to be protected. So I'm not going to be wearing it to the gym. I'm not going to be wearing it.
Swimming pool?
I'm not wearing it to the swim. Well, it doesn't come in flesh colors, or it can't be pinned on your chest. But yeah, I will certainly wear it when the occasion calls for it.
Or let's get to more music.
Mic check.
What?
Smooth to any groove, relax the tongue. Let my mic take a cruise around the planet. Packing men like Janet Jackson. She's asking if I can slam it.
Yo, Rat Man.
What?
Fuck, man. Fuck off that punk smooth shit.
Yeah.
That rough shit.
Mic check.
Mic check. I walk around the street with the black tech 9 by the waistline, kicking out hype shit. I never claimed to be the best type of rapper, but have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, then after that the platinum. Beef after that, Hurricane G packs the gat, son. Chigga bang bang, yo bust the slang with my name. It's the Red Man on the funk thing. Psych your motherfucking rights tonight. To do what I wanna do, to do it like dynamite. The one perfected, when the funk been ejected, I roughen up the rough draft to like make your head split. Past the 40 and the blunt, and don't front on the blunt, cause when you do front, brother, you getting stopped. I'm not an addict, more like Puff the Magic. Then pass it when I'm through, cause my crew got to have it. I don't claim to be a big rap star, cause no matter who you are, you still catch a bullet scar. So listen up and take heed to what I'm saying, cause tonight's tonight, and me and my niggas ain't playing.
Woo! Redman, this is Tonight's Tonight.
Yes. What's there to explain, bro? This is again, this puts me in that place, man. I mean, one of the good things about being in sports is that you've got to feel invincible when you're stepping on your field of play. And this is another one of these songs, bro. Another one of these, all of this music for me. I mean, like maybe I'd have Riders in the Storm on the way to the track, but when I get to the track, all the songs that I sent you here are things that I'm be like, yeah, I'm about to snatch somebody today. I'm gonna get somebody today. Who's coming to test me today, sort of thing. So this is excellent for me.
I love it, like the role of music in your life and how it's like essentially the soundtrack to the life and times of Donovan Bailey. And then when you hear a song like this, it's like a time machine, right? Like it brings you right back to that time in your life.
At any time whatsoever. I mean, you know, I listen to what the hell is it? I listen to. I'm trying to remember the program that. Why am I having a brain fart right now?
Because the jams are in your head.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. Chub Rock, digging in the crates.
Right.
And I'm saying to you that I'm an old school head. I'm an old school guy, old hip hop head. So when I hear any one of these things, man, and you can get in and you can mix and scratch, dude. I'm loving it. I'm in my own heaven.
Do you still listen to vinyl?
I do. I have about 3,000 vinyl.
Wow.
And I still have I still have 2 turntables.
Wow.
You know, yes. So at the end of the day, I can listen to some incredible vinyls still today.
All right, I don't have a phonograph player. I don't have a record player for you, my friend, but I have a modern Bluetooth speaker, courtesy of Moneris.
Okay.
Good partners of the program. That's that'll sound great when you kick out your jams on that.
Oh, very good.
So in addition to your great jams, you're going to listen to Season 4 of Yes, We Are Open, which is an award-winning podcast from Moneris hosted by Al Grego. And, you know, you talk about your business pedigree and you're a businessman. Yeah, you were the fastest man in the world, but much like these other great artists, you're leveraging that as a prominent businessman. You will be inspired, Donovan, by listening to these stories that Al's been traveling the country, talking to small business owners and entrepreneurs, and he's been gathering their stories. So you will be inspired by these stories on Yes, We Are Open. And since you're listening to that, I don't know if you listen in the dark, but I have a flashlight for you, courtesy of Ridley Funeral Home.
Look at this, it's Christmas time.
Christmas time. You didn't know that.
Well, it is. It's Christmas. Christmas in Toronto, Mike. I'm getting all kinds of gifts.
Shout out to Ridley Funeral Home. And last but not least, Recycle My Electronics is where you go, Donovan, if you need to throw out some old electronics, some old tech, some old devices. RecycleMyElectronics.com.
Check me out now. Yo, check me out now.
What?
Yeah, put your hands in the air, everybody, come on. Where them dogs at? Hey yo, I'm immaculate, come through masculine. Wide body frame, E-Dub's the name. Whoa, in the field of rap, I'm superb, I'm fly. I should be in the sky with birds. I ride 20-inch rims when I lean, yo. Hey yo, them tins, I know I keep them clean though. Come through, storm the block like El Nino. Scoop up an Arabic chick before she close. She goes, those my people. Yeah, them broads from Puerto Rico, them key folks. Yeah, watch how the elope 64. Black rag, black interior, ship on the float. Burn out, I do it for them kids that hop on the turnstile. The E going wild. Yo, like them white chicks on the DVD. Yeah, I'm worldwide, MTV and BET.
It's Eric Sermon, but it's got some Redman in there. That's the second jam in a row, but another good one, buddy.
Well, listen, Eric, Method, man, dude, this is like, here's the thing. How can you, so all of my hip hop is all about energy and movement, but also obviously you've got motivation, things that are said, and you can basically live, you can live your life gathering from the words that you hear from coming out of the mouths of these guys. Everything that's every single thing that's in my playlist is something that again, if you're out there, you can't be my friend if any one of these, any tunes, any of these things come on, man, and you're not bouncing.
All right, I'm
Seriously.
bouncing. I'm bouncing.
Well, I know you are, Mike. It's okay. Yes, you are.
You still play basketball, right?
I do. I played last night.
So you have a weekly game that you participate in?
I play in Oakville with a group of guys every Monday, and yeah, for sure, dude. This is what we do. This is why I try to keep the fat Donovan away. I try to do that to reduce that small tire that might be growing around my way.
But so when you're playing basketball, you guys talk. You watch basketball too. I'm curious for predictions from you. Okay, so last night, Miami squished the Celtics.
Squished.
What term would I use?
They buried them, man. They buried them.
Yeah, they got hammered at home. Boston. That's a team you were rooting for Boston, right?
Well, I wasn't rooting for Boston, but I'm just saying the logical. So I picked Boston to come out of the East about 4 months ago.
Sure.
I thought that they were the best team coming out. Obviously, no one saw Miami coming. But man, Jimmy Buckets and his crew has been phenomenal. They deserve it.
Kyle Lowry.
Well, we know that Kyle's a NBA champion.
Yeah.
With the Raptors. So listen, it's been amazing to watch. I didn't expect Miami to come out of the East. I didn't even expect them to be in the finals. But man, good on them. Miami is gonna make it. Miami has made it now to the NBA championships. I don't think that I definitely do not think that they have a chance against Denver. But I guess we'll all watch.
Do you see, when you look in your crystal ball, do you see a sweep on the horizon? Maybe the Nuggets sweep the Heat?
I can't see Miami winning one game.
Wow.
So I do see a sweep.
Zach, I'm strictly business, just like EPMD. I'm BLACK from the CBT, where they dip them cigarettes in PCP, and them bras, they believe in me. CIB, the Magnum totem, keep my enemies on IV once I toast them. Just like my bagels, have them like Christians over their head smoking halo. Call me Plato, I philosophize by the brick and divided up amongst my guys. Then I call Lionel to press up the vinyl, so I could charge the game like a wild rhino. I know no one else could do it better. Is you stupid nigga? Get your shit together.
Bad man, Zara Blacks come from Quantum, and Beanie Man is a Jamaican, sending my message across the nation. Cause I'm original Batman. Yo, I'm original Batman. And Gorilla Blacks come from Quantum, and Beanie Man is a Jamaican. We have no one original Batman.
I like mine all black and like Eminem. Not the rugged ones, the ones that's feminine. Entering my dojo, you lose your mojo. My karate chops in slow-mo. Fuck around and knock the hair up off your chest. My shots turn your brains to a fucked up mess. Unless I put the potato on the end of the barrel and watch your soul fly with the sparrow. Call me feral gorilla. Apparels is mink and sometimes I wear chinchillas. Yes, I'm the thriller. Whether I pop Cristal or drink Millers. Turn wine coolers back to wine chillers. Yes, I'm the illest. No one is like me. No, that's unlikely.
Gorilla Black, Compton, Beanie Man.
What? Dude, that's again, that's original Bad Boy tune is what I would say. Because this is like, Mike, think about this. This is like the ultimate combination of hip hop and dance hall.
Yeah.
The baddest, the best music ever. You know what I mean? Baddest meaning the best. And two artists, man, that got it right. So this again, another one of them things that, it's summertime now, so you can, if you got the speakers and you're heading, I don't do this myself because I'm an old dude.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying for those kids out there who heading onto the campgrounds and you got some big bass bins, you can let this one, actually all of the tunes. I'm a big bass guy. So yeah, this is excellent, dude.
One thing about Gorilla Gorilla Black's voice.
Sounds like Biggie.
Big time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
You
think that's a
it's an
Biggie
AI
jam. Maybe
Biggie. No,
it's
but
like
it's not.
it's a sounds a lot, but that's why it's so good here. But
Right. He's also
and
good.
good sample too. This is a great song. I'm glad you chose this. It's got the best of all of it. Yeah, good hip hop, good
Right. You have to mix it
dancehall.
up. Can't be all old school stuff. And this is newish.
Yeah, 19 years. Close enough. And you'll be back to kick out more jams because there's a lot of great stuff. I mean, I only played 10, but like I said, I got 28 in the hopper here. So you, Mr. Champ, will be back to kick out more jams on Toronto Mic'd. That's an order.
Well, no, dude. I sent you. I mean, I was sitting at my desk at home and I wrote out 28 songs. We just played 10. All right.
We just played 10.
And so, I need to obviously add 2 more, which is I can add 50 more. But we will do that, and we'll kick it out twice more, and then I'll be complete for the year.
And I can't wait to read your book, like sincerely. Like I cannot wait to get my mitts on that book when it's available and read about the life and times of Donovan Bailey.
Yeah,
and what's the name of the book?
Undisputed. Undisputed.
Love it. No controversy in 96.
None.
We had enough of that in this country.
Right. Never.
People can hear Donovan Bailey every week on Running Things. The proper title is Donovan Bailey Running Things. FOTM Jason Portwando is his excellent co-host. It's basically sports, a great focus on track. I learned so much about track by listening to you guys play the clips and talk about the track and field game. But there's more than that going on. It's a great podcast. So pause this. Go subscribe to Donovan Bailey Running Things. Thank you, Donovan, for your second appearance and for kicking out the jams with me today.
Not a problem, man. Thanks for having me. And, I guess I look forward to the second time I come in to kick off the jams. Soon. Peace out.
And that brings us to the end of our 1,262nd show. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Toronto Mike. Donovan is at Donovan Bailey. Our friends at Great Lakes Brewery are at Great Lakes Beer. Palma Pasta is at Palma Pasta. Don't leave without your lasagna. Moneris is at Moneris. Recycle My Electronics are at EPRA_Canada. And Ridley Funeral Home are at Ridley FH. See you Thursday when Mark Weisblot from 1236 makes his first appearance of 2023. That should be fun. See you then.